We are back here on Velocity, once again with some riveting action. I'm Jacob, once again joined by my broadcast colleague Sam. How are you doing tonight, Sam?
I'm doing great. We are back in Kansas City, Missouri.
That we are, lovely town of Kansas City. And it looks like we are going to be seeing what Samoa Joe has decided to do about the future of his career to start off the show. Interesting to see what he has decided upon. You know, last time we heard him after that loss he had to Ilya Dragunov at the beginning of our Velocity World Title Tournament, he didn't seem like he was wanting to keep going. So, do you think we're going to be seeing him hanging up his boots tonight?
No. This is Samoa Joe. He's been through a lot. He may be down right now. Maybe he'll take a break. I don't know, but he's never going to be done. He's going to die in that ring.
I would certainly like to think so, but, you know, with how he was talking in that, from that video we saw, it can't be too short. He
like I said, he just needs a break.
Hopefully that's all it is. But, you know, I wouldn't be dressing that dapper if I was just coming out to tell people that I was going to take a break.
He is quite dapper today, isn't he?
So let's hear what he has to say. I want to start by saying thank you all for your patience. I know I kind of left you hanging last week, and I appreciate you allowing me some time to gather my thoughts. I've had a lot on my mind the last few weeks. 26 years of my life have been dedicated to this sport, and it is difficult to imagine not showing up to an arena or a high school gym to go to war in between these ropes. I have prided myself on being among the best of the best for a majority of my career. Even now I know I am head and shoulders above everyone else in that locker room. I can feel the fear emanating from them when I walk down the hall. But I have seen what this business has done to people. Some of the greatest of all time have found themselves a prisoner to the high that this squared circle possesses. Far too often they hang on for too long and they make a mockery of the sport, trying to relive their glory years. I will not allow it to end like that for me. I refuse to lower myself to that level and tarnish my legacy. There is nothing left for me to prove in this business. I dominated every promotion I have ever stepped foot in. My trophy case is filled to the brim with championships from all over the world. I am comfortable with the legacy I am leaving behind. No one will ever be able to say that Samoa Joe was washed up. I am grateful for the opportunities that the wrestling business has afforded me, but it is time for the next chapter of my life. With that being said, I have decided that it is time for me to retire. What's this? Is that who I think it is? Oh my God, Sam! Cactus Jack is here!
Bang, bang!
What in God's name is he coming out here now for? You think he's going to try and talk Joe out of retiring? He sounded like Joe was about to retire.
Well, if anybody knows about retirement, it would be Cactus Jack himself.
That it is. Let's see what he's got to say here. It's funny you came out here, Mick. You are a perfect example of what I was just talking about. A past his prime has-been that is on the show for nothing but a cheap pop. No one has cared about you since the Attitude Era, so if you don't mind, get your sorry carcass out of the ring so I can finish my speech. Joe, listen. I had to come out here, firstly because it's great to be right here in Kansas City, Missouri. More importantly, though, I am here because I know what you're going through. You had a tough loss. It has obviously shaken your confidence. That's the tough part of this business that we chose. There are going to be days where you look yourself in the mirror and wonder whether all of this is worth it anymore. I have had more of those days than I can count. My life has been permanently altered because of what I have put myself through. It's a miracle that I am still able to walk, let alone wrestle. I have every reason to never step foot in the ring again. But when I get down on myself, I think about these fans. I think about the love and support from my family. I feed off the energy I get from them, and it gives me the confidence to keep going. I never took you for someone that lacked confidence. But given how your last match went, I can understand why you might be a little down on yourself. Tough losses happen, man. But you can't throw away an incredible career just because of one loss. You still have a lot to offer this sport. I know damn well that if you and I faced off, we could tear the house down. I'm going to stop you right there, Mick. You aren't going to leech off my legacy trying to get one last run. I am done carrying the weight of this business on my shoulders. Guys like you are destroying this sport because you refuse to let go. I busted my ass when I first broke in to differentiate myself from the dinosaurs that were on TV like Hogan, Savage, and Flair. I had to go above and beyond to prove my abilities to get a foothold in my career. I'm not going to lower my standard of excellence to chase a fleeting moment. I'm not going to turn out like you, Mick. Look at you, out here playing dress-up like it's still the 90s. You are pathetic. This whole shtick tarnishes the legacy of Mick Foley. You don't want to help me. You want to match with me to see if you still got it. You want to be relevant again. But here's the thing, Mick. I don't need your help, and I definitely don't need a match with you to kick your ass. Harsh words there from... Oh! Clothesline there from Joe. Not taking too kindly to Cactus Jack's help, it seems. It sounded like he just wanted to help him out.
I don't know what Joe is thinking here.
Alright, and it is now time for our opening contest of the evening. We're going to start out with some women's action. We've got the Poison Pixie herself, a legend of women's wrestling, coming down. And it's going to be none other than Candice LeRae.
Yes, she has been around the world and helped out many a women around everywhere. And now she gets to grace her presence in the wet butter.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Anaheim, California, Candice LeRae.
I gotta tell you, Sam, it is a privilege to be able to watch her in person with everything that she has done. A legend of, like, when you talk about the independent wrestling scene in the mid-2010s and who the women out there that were making a name for it, there was one woman who stood above and beyond, and it was Candice LeRae.
And she was everywhere. You could look up almost any match card in the independents back then, and you definitely would see her name pop up a lot.
She may not have been given those same opportunities in the previous regime here, but now that Wet Butter's in town, let's see what she's got going for her. And she's got a tough matchup here in her first contest. She's got to deal with the man, because here comes Becky Lynch.
And from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
I want to talk about someone who has done a lot for women's wrestling in their time. How about the winner of the first ever main event women's match in WrestleMania history?
She has done a lot for the other companies, but she's not as well known in the underground because she's been on everyone's TV, but now we get to see her with the Queen of the Indies.
Some people may think that this is a one-sided matchup, but I cannot stress enough as far as in between the ropes, this is about as even of a contest as it gets. Both of these women are excellent technicians inside the ring, and this should be a stellar match. And bell is rung, and let's get it on.
First match of the night. Great women go right in the corner.
Becky's taking control here early, going after that arm, already softening it up for that disarm or submission move.
Candice countering.
Candice back on the defense. Back into the corner.
That's gotta hurt.
And she's going right back to it, slamming her on that
Still
turnbuckle.
hurts.
Here comes Becky. A lot of limb work here. You know, those submission experts, they want to soften up all of your limbs to make it so you can't get out. Oh, big suplex there from Becky. And cover here. One. Just a one count.
I never understand those early pins.
Well, you know, maybe you could catch your opponent napping a little bit and see if they're not fully prepared for what it takes, but I don't really think that applies to Candice in this episode.
No, definitely not. Candice is outside the ring. She's got to get some work in on here.
That is true. She may be the smaller competitor in this match, but I would say that would give her an opportunity to show off her speed advantage. And she hits a big DDT on the floor on the outside, maybe getting a little opening of a window up opportunity here for her to see if she takes advantage.
Candice is taken back, but Becky just tipped back again.
Becky's going to send her back into the ring. Candice not able to get much of a footing so far. See what she's got in mind here.
Well,
now
she got her back.
Both the ladies back in the ring, and a neck breaker there from Candice. She's got her up now. What's she thinking here? Big punch. Oh, tilt-a-whirl DDT. That athleticism and speed of Candice LeRae on display here. What she got in mind now?
Another neck breaker?
Another neck breaker.
Neck breaker.
Softening up that neck. You know, neck's a very important part of your body. It affects mobility of a lot of different areas, so not a bad strategy. to go after it. And Becky agrees with the reverse arm lock DDT. We go for another cover here. 1, 2, not yet.
Yeah, this is definitely a big neck battle. Both of them got to see right to the back of the neck again.
Definitely zoning in on a strategy. Is going back to that arm. See if that's the arm that she chooses to lock into that disarmer submission later on in this contest. And another chin lock submission here in the corner. Not sure if the referee's getting much of a good look at whether or not Candice is tapping, but what's new here in Wet Butter?
I don't know where else he's supposed to stand in that one. But
oh!
Nice
Knee to the face there from Candice.
Candice taking back the upper hand again.
Working the leg now. What she got in mind here is she's got a window.
Sharpshooter? No.
Got her up. Big stomp. My goodness. No way to brace yourself for that for Becky Lynch. That could be it. 1, 2. No.
Becky's not going to give in that easily. You can't be that surprised, Candice. You just got to get right back into it.
She looks like she's calling her up, maybe thinking for the beginning and the end here. What has she got in mind? Oh, picks the leg. Oh, and the Gargano escape. Channeling her husband. Will this be enough to put away the man? Got it cinched in deep, but Becky's able to get out.
Becky's fighting back.
Big knee to the back and another to the face. Becky's not going to get put down that easy. And she's got a big message. Manhandle slam in the corner. 1, 2. No! Candice kicks out.
Not yet. That was surprising. I thought that was it. That had to be it.
Impressive resilience here from the Poison Pixie. Will she be able to turn it around? But Becky is back on the arm, and there it is, the disarmer submission. She is cranking on that arm.
Right out on the ring apron. You can't grab the ropes, Candice.
She is so close, but I'm not sure if she realizes it with all the pain that she is in, but she is still able to withstand the onslaught. But Becky's not done yet. Big leg drop, up again, and the other leg.
Wow.
But Candice kicks her out.
The man's leg.
Is this enough for a victory? 1, 2. Not quite. Quick thinking there from Candice, though. And she's back in charge, looks like. And she sends Becky out to the outside once again.
Take a little bit of a breather. Not a bad idea.
Telling her to get up. She's not wanting to face off against somebody down on the ground. She wants to throw hands, and she sure does.
She loves getting those good punches in.
Slamming Becky against the mat. That's a very thin layer of padding out there on the outside, and underneath that, it's just straight up concrete. Candice going to town on Becky there on the outside. Has got her pinned up against the barricade. She's heading back inside. Maybe wanting to win this via count out. We're already at a count of 6. Is Becky going to make it back in time? Looks like she might, unless she's going to take a stroll. We're at a 7.
She had a little bit of a breather. Probably a smart move for her.
And finds her way to get back in. Kick to the gut. Blows and blows being thrown by both of these women. Dragon screw leg whip there from Becky Lynch. Candice rolls out of the way. A punch of her own. But Becky's going back to that arm.
She's not going to have an arm left after this one.
Could be affecting Candice, but maybe this will affect her a little bit more. Another manhandle slam in the corner. 1, 2, 3. And that'll do it. The man came to town, and she's coming away with a victory, but let's not sell Candice LeRae short here.
Candice had a great showing. She really did. She didn't give up too easily. She kept coming back. She just couldn't take another manhandle slam. I don't blame her. Would you be able to get up? I wouldn't.
I certainly wouldn't either. Well done here from Becky Lynch. She makes a statement here in her first ever Wet Butter contest. Let's see what the future holds for her and the rest of the women's division here. Next contest, it looks like we got a little angry Scottish boy. Was not very happy about his loss to Keith Lee in the opening round of the Velocity World Title Tournament. So, see if maybe he can get his mind off of that with this match here tonight.
Yes, he had one bad loss, but he can come back from that. anytime. Especially when he gets so pissed off like you know he was after that.
Yeah. Whining about how he was once upon a time the chosen one. Well, that is true, but at the same time, that was about 15 years ago. So how about you decide and focus on the now and go out and earn a title match instead of whining about it and saying that you deserve it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
Well, Wet Butter itself is even new, and I'd like to see where Drew is in our company here in Wet Butter because we don't know him here yet.
Exactly.
He could be a whole different person. I kind of like this pissed off version. He can show up anytime and dominate.
Absolutely. He has all the capabilities of being somebody who could be a world champion at one point or another. He's just got to get there and shouldn't be expecting people to just hand him opportunities.
Yes. This isn't like other places. You gotta earn it.
And his opponent from Madrid, Spain, weighing in at 154 pounds, A-Kid!
Speaking of opportunities, here's one for a young man who may not have had them previously. Here comes A-Kid.
We have a child in our midst.
That we do. The labor laws of Wet Butter are a little lax. We saw him make his initial debut here in the first Up Up Down Down title Royal Rumble on the first episode. Did not come out on top on that one, but let's see if he fares better here against Drew McIntyre.
I want to have really high hopes for this underdog here, but he is a kid. He's got to show up to become a man, but we already saw the man win, so maybe a kid can win too.
Anything can happen here in Wet Butter. A kid
Ding.
A kid can take down this mountain of a man that is Drew McIntyre, and he's already he's making it difficult for him already, and sends him back
that's
down.
It. Game over.
Sends him back down to the earth with that stalling suplex.
Well, he at least was getting back up pretty quick. Gotta give it to him for that.
You gotta. Oh, there's your pin, Bear.
Yep. Well, maybe.
One. Oh, no. There you go.
Okay.
He's definitely got an uphill battle here, and he's might be getting sent back down the mountain. Sit out powerbomb to. Oh, got some fight in them. Does this child?
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't done anything yet, but Drew is killing a kid in the ring right now.
And he's picking him up by the scruff of his neck, and my goodness, just throwing him across the ring.
I've never seen Drew this intense before. He's a pretty intense guy, but Jesus.
He is laser focused on ripping a kid limb from limb. And if this goes on for much longer, we might need to get some help out here. But
he's fine. He's still standing.
See how much longer that goes for, though. He's got a little bit of control. He sends him out of the ring. A brief bit of respite here for A-Kid.
Wow.
Will he be able to capitalize, or is he just going to hope and pray for a count-out victory?
If he's going to win that way, it's a win's a win.
A win's a win, that is true.
Holy
my.
What?
That was an excellent slam there. And now he's got him by the arm.
I can't believe it. This kid is killing Drew McIntyre.
Expert limb work there from A-Kid. Oh, and he's got him in is that a heel hook? A knee bar? Could this be the end for Drew McIntyre? Oh, I spoke too soon.
Drew ain't happy about that one.
He goes
just done.
Straight for a cover, but A-Kid gets out of one.
Okay.
My goodness.
We got a match on our hands now, guys.
That we do. Up against the ropes. Drew hammering away, but A-Kid's right back there.
Right back.
And right back to that sleeper slam. My goodness. If that is what you call that. Tilt-a-whirl. Oh! Fujiwara armbar, but he is in the ropes. I like the idea, just not able to capitalize. 1, 2. Oh. Thought for a brief moment that he had maybe pulled off the victory of his life.
No, Drew's just teasing us at this point. He's just like, ha, see, you thought you were going to get me, but no. He gets right back up.
It's going to get got this time. Oh, no! Drew had him scouted. That could have been the opportunity that A-Kid was looking for, but Drew was not having any of it.
He's just making Drew mad.
Oh my God! A belly-to-belly suplex on Drew McIntyre? Especially from this guy?
A kid.
A sight I never thought I would see.
Nope, me neither. Drew is getting back up. He's not done. He's just mad. He is so mad right now.
That feat of strength may have just added fuel to the fire that is the rage burning inside of Drew McIntyre. And
he's throwing him across the ring, right in the middle of the ring right now.
1, 2. Oh my. What heart A-Kid has inside of him, but is that going to be enough to carry him over the finish line against the behemoth known as Drew McIntyre?
He took a knee to the face and then poked him back in the eye.
Just took another foot to the face, but Drew might be calling for the end here.
He's stomping.
He's got him shaky ground. Claymore in the middle of the ring. That's probably it. 1, 2, 3. But for a brief moment there, you gotta tip your cap to A-Kid. He gave Drew everything he could handle and then some in this one.
Drew will be feeling that in the morning. He's still mad, but he will be feeling that. He will remember this one.
That fuming fury inside of Drew McIntyre. We'll have to see if he was satiated with his dismembering of this child here in this match, but a win's a win. Will that be enough to take his mind off of the world title?
I hope not. He needs that anger still, and this should show him that even a kid has heart to get that title.
Maybe he should take a lesson from A-Kid. You know, he came into this match outgunned, undermanned, and he almost came out with a victory.
Here is your winner, Drew McIntyre.
Great match, great showing for both of them. A kid still showed up, didn't let Drew have it too easy. Drew is just a monster right now.
We'll have to see how he feels about the events going on later tonight. See if he's watching the main event very closely.
Oh, we know he will be.
Now it is time for our weekly Up, Up, Down, Down Championship defense. Here comes the champ after that hard-fought victory last week against Omos in that Falls Count Anywhere contest. He is back to defend his title once more.
The following contest is a first blood match. Making his way to the ring from Recluse, Wyoming, weighing in at 239 pounds, the Up, Up, Down, Down champion, Dexter Lumis.
And Sam, he's picked a first blood match.
Wow. He wants to bleed, or he wants to make his opponent bleed to win.
He wouldn't have picked it unless he felt like he was capable of doling out that much punishment. But, you know, we will find out who will answer the call, the open challenge to face off against him, and see if there's someone who could maybe make him bleed. He may have just signed the end of his own title reign if he's not careful.
Yeah, this may be it for Dexter Lumis, but we think about that every week. But right now, this is our champion.
See who the lucky soul is that's stepping into the ring with this creepy bastard. Oh my. Could it be? Sam, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling glorious.
Are you feeling glorious? Because I feel like we're all glorious right now.
The glorious one himself, Robert Roode, has answered the call, and he will be facing off with Dexter Lumis for the Up, Up, Down, Down Championship this evening.
And his opponent from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, the glorious Robert Roode.
Robert Roode coming in, all glory.
Now, obviously, he knew that this was going to be a first blood match coming in, and it did not dissuade him from throwing his hat in the ring to come down here. Do you think he's going to be somebody who's going to be capable of busting Dexter open?
He's not my first thought of somebody that would be for busting people open. Rude is a very great in-ring performer, but not one that I think of when it comes to blood.
He seems a little bit more prim and proper than the whole hardcore beat the crap out of somebody way of life that you would think associated with the first blood match. So it'll be interesting to see if all that's just a facade and he really is going to get all gruff and down and dirty in this one to earn himself the gold.
Will he be glorious in this match? We will find out.
We will have to see. And even if he does win, what will he have in store for the Up Up Down Down Championship? Will he will have some sort of glorious spin to his title matches going forward? If he were to win, we'll have to find out.
If he were to win, who knows what kind of matches we would get with him. It would look really good around his waist.
That it would. I don't know if this guy's going to be too willing to give it up.
Oh, no. Dexter's more used to blood, in my opinion. I think he'll be fine. I do not see him losing this belt.
We'll have to see. As we have previously stated, anything can happen in a wet butter ring, especially in a contest like this, where there are no pinfalls, there are no submissions, there are no disqualifications, there are no countouts. You win by making your opponent bleed. And we're going to see who's making the other one see red here. And we're throwing haymakers at the start here.
Even a good haymaker can make somebody bleed if you hit him just right.
That's right. Anything can happen in this one. You know, closed fists are usually outlawed, but, you know, that's a quick way to get it going. And a roll through there from Bobby Roode. Not necessarily the move I would use to win a match like this, but, you know, maybe he would know better than I would in this instance. Backbreaker there from Dexter Lumis.
You still got to get the upper hand. You got to use all in your arsenal to be able to get the upper hand to do the damage, to get them to bleed.
That is absolutely correct. You want to soften up that skin, make it a little bit easier to bust through.
Our skin is very resilient. You can't just slash them open. I mean, I guess you could, but that... No one's got any weapons right now.
Big leg drop off the top rope. Not somewhere we see Dexter Lumis go very often, but maybe that's all part of his strategy in this one. Yanking on the face, and somehow a rope break called by the referee. Confused by what exactly this match is, but nevertheless, we continue on.
We have rope breaks in our company, okay?
For the one time the referee decides he actually wants to follow the rules.
But there are no countouts.
There are no countouts. You can win this match anywhere you please. Doesn't matter where.
But not in a rope.
Anywhere blood can be found is where this match will be ending.
Yes.
He sends him into the corner of the barricade here. Dexter admiring his handiwork here early.
Just watching him at the moment.
Picks
Getting him up.
What's he got in mind now? The old turn away. Known way to make people bleed is just making them stare at the back of your head. Maybe that's part of his creepy tactics as he throws his head into the barricade. That'll help a little bit more. Oh, into the ground. Dexter using his surroundings to the best of his ability right now. They're there, you might as well use them as he sends them into the ground once again.
Dexter definitely has the upper hand right now. Rude just hanging out on the outside. I guess Dexter just wanted to go in the ring for a moment.
Ooh, big chop to the throat. Bobby's up against the barricade once more. What's Dexter got in mind here? Oh! Drapes him over the barricade. Maybe he's trying to give him some tummy troubles. Doesn't matter where the blood comes from as long as you make your opponent bleed.
You do got to make sure that you're showing it to the ref, though.
That is true. Oh, right on the stairs again.
I guess the ref can tell from there if somebody's bleeding. As long as he's not in our way.
You would certainly hope so. And stomping on the elbow. Limb work, definitely what you want to see in a first blood contest. Oh, Rude!
Nice.
Finds a way to break through and maybe has taken control of this one again. And, oh.
Thought he was going into the steps there, but he stepped out of the way.
It looked like he was maybe heading in that direction, but an expert environment awareness there from Dexter Lumis is Bobby Roode's now showing everyone just how glorious he is, but Dexter Lumis
that was a glorious
is having none of it. The champ back in control, and he's got his signature submission locked in, that Anaconda Vice choke. Maybe he's going to make his head pop so much that he bleeds all over the ring.
A nosebleed counts as a bleed.
That is true. As we said, doesn't matter where the blood comes from as long as there's blood out there. Kick to the gut there from Robert Roode. Big German suplex. Once he got in his bag of tricks now, sends him into the corner. I kind of say interesting strategy here from both of these men. You know, in a First Blood match, you would think you would be wanting to go for weapons. Neither of these men have gone under the ring at all. Just using the outside surroundings. And looking like they're trying to do it. Oh, my!
Maybe Lumis doesn't want any weapons. Maybe he got rid of all weapons in the vicinity so we can do it the hard way.
Maybe he's just hoping Bobby Roode will miss another top rope move and he'll bust himself open.
That counts.
Oh, sleeper hold.
He's going to fall asleep so he can drain his blood that way, right?
Dexter Lumis being outed as a vampire here. Trying to put him to sleep. He is strangling him, and he lets him out. Is this enough?
He's asleep. Nope, I guess he's not asleep.
Will he be able to drain the blood from the Glorious One? We will have to find out. Wants him in the middle. Oh, but there goes Roode fighting him off.
Who do we think is actually going to bleed first here? Because it doesn't seem like either one of them is really trying for the bleed.
I'm not sure. I was just about to say, this seems like it could very well be anybody's contest. It doesn't really look like any of them have taken much of the lead. You know, but in this type of match, it's a little bit more difficult to see who's in the pole position, just because, you know, you're not looking for a cover or a submission. You're just kind of waiting for skin to break at this point in time.
Yeah, the person that's going to be the most tired may not be the one that bleeds. It all takes about...
Big, glorious DDT in the middle. It does not produce any viscous fluid quite yet.
No blood.
That's all it takes. Doesn't have to be your big move. Doesn't have to be a finishing maneuver. All it takes is one strike from out of nowhere. Any of these moves could be the one that ends the match here going forward.
I'd be bleeding if I got a boot to the face like they are.
That is very true. Oh!
Okay.
Interesting leg drop there from Dexter Lumis. He is pulling out all the stops to try and get Bobby Roode to bleed here. He's heading back up top. An unfamiliar environment for him, but he's gone back up there another time. And axe handle off the top.
An axe would make someone bleed.
Well, why didn't they bring out an axe? Maybe Drew McIntyre left his sword up there from the last match. And
he would have brought it back, but...
Big spine buster there from Robert Roode.
No, it's not.
It's not
it.
It looks like he's calling him up. Maybe looking for another glorious DDT. Maybe if he drops him on his head at the right angle. Oh, and he did it! We have a new up, down, down champion. That glorious DDT in the middle of the ring dropped him right on his forehead, busted him open.
Here is your winner and the new up, down, down champion, the glorious Robert Roode.
And Robert Roode is your new up, down, down champion.
Look at him, so cocky. He won. He made him bleed. Now what are we going to see from Mr. Roode?
Whatever it is, future of the up, down, down championship is looking pretty glorious.
Glorious.
All right, after that hellacious match, we're going to head back over to the women's division with some ladies that we have yet to see quite yet, but making her wet butter debut. Here comes, all the way from Australia, Indy Hartwell. Tall, athletic, strong, a very interesting prospect in between the ropes. Some may even see impressive, but we'll have to see how she fares tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one making her way to the ring from Melbourne, Australia, Indy Hartwell.
Sam, what are you looking for from Indy Hartwell in this one?
Well, I'm hoping she does better than her good friend Candice LeRae, who lost in the last match. I feel like her impressiveness can really do a good showing here. But we got to see who she's going against. I don't know what we got in store today, but it could be the best match of the night.
You would maybe think, just based on her height alone, that she might have the upper hand in that. Most of our women's division may not be as tall as her, so that may be one upper hand that she has. But if she's talking about experience, it does not look like she's going to have the upper hand in that.
And from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
Indy has the height, but Alexa does have the experience.
Alexa Bliss, not very tall in stature, but her list of accomplishments may stack up pretty well to Indy's. Multiple championships all over. Who knows? Maybe she might be looking to add the Velocity Women's Championship to that list at some point down the line.
Yes, we got to see what we're doing with all these women right now. I bet they are seething for a championship chance right now, but at least they are all getting a good shot at showing what they can do.
That is true. Powers of B definitely letting as many women as possible have an opportunity to show what they got before we announce what's going on with the Women's Championship, but who knows, we might find out here before too long as Alexa Bliss chops down the tree here to start off the match, sends her back down to the mat, and a drop kick right to the face off the ropes. We go for a cover here.
Already.
One. Not quite enough quite yet.
Alexa is showing off her impressive skills at the moment, but I don't think Indy's out quite yet.
Still very early goings, and she's making good headway here, keeping her grounded with kind of evening the playing field, I should say, as far as the height disparity. But it's got her by the hair up against the ropes. What's she thinking now? Trapping that arm, that's definitely going to help her out.
Yes, it will.
Kick to the face. Repeated kick to the face. Oh, flying forearm there from Indy. Getting a little bit of separation. Now she looks to take control. Big kicks to the gut. Sends her into the corner, bounces right off. That strength of Indy Hartwell coming into play here. Ooh, drop kick to the head. Starting to see that impressiveness coming through from Indy Hartwell already.
Yep, Indy's finally taking her shot and going for it.
Another kick to the back. Well, she may have started off on her back foot, but she's definitely taking control. And as soon as I say that, Alexa Bliss takes it back. Ooh, sleeper slam. Big jumping maneuver there from Alexa Bliss. Impressive on her end.
Yeah, you can tell how the height difference is there, but it's not stopping Alexa Bliss at all.
She's been around for a while. She knows the tricks of the trade that Indy may not be as familiar with. See what that does for her, but she's got to say hi to the crowd first as Indy is down on the mat. What's Alexa got thinking here? She's calling her up.
Waiting.
What she got in mind now? She's going to send her outside.
And she's just going right after her.
Using the outside to her advantage, kind of soften her up so you get her back in the ring. It might be a little bit easier to finish her off out there. Head scissors out there, cutting off the oxygen intake there from Indy Hartwell.
Giving the front row a good show.
Absolutely. Big gut kick missed there from Indy. What has Alexa got? Oh, throwing her around to the outside as we have reached a count of 4 here before too long.
Alexa is enjoying this. She is doing some damage to Indy.
There goes Indy.
Yeah.
With a few good shots of her own. What's this? Oh! Double undertook DDT on the outside. That's got to shake up the complexion of this one here. Alexa may be a little worse for wear after that.
Yeah, Alexa is hurting. You can tell.
As we discussed earlier, that's a very thin level of padding out there underneath some concrete. Oh, another DDT in the middle. Could this be it for Indy? 1, 2. Oh,
Nope,
no.
not yet. Alexa was able to get out of that.
Shake off the cobwebs in her brain to be able to kick out maybe just off instinct after those 2 quick moves to her head. Will Indy be able to capitalize? Jawbreaker in the middle.
Indy is doing some big damage right now.
That she is. We're definitely living up to her impressive moniker. Got her back up. Ooh, discus forearm. Slamming her arm into the ground.
She is not taking any time. She is just one thing after another. And
Feel. Throwing her around.
wow.
Firmly in control. My goodness. Making her name known here on Velocity is
Bringing
Indy
her right to the middle of the
Hartwell.
ring. Very smart.
Is this it? 1, 2. It is not. That veteran savvy from Alexa Bliss helping her out a lot in this one. But will she be able to bring in the victory? It does not look like it, but the side slam there from Indy Hartwell, 2. And that'll do it. For a lack of a better word, an impressive showing. She came into this one with an experience disadvantage, but by the end of it, you wouldn't believe that that was the case.
No, she did not let up. Once she got the upper hand whenever she could, she just kept going one thing after another until Alexa could not get back up again.
That size, that speed, that athleticism, that strength. Indy seems like she could very well be the full package, and she definitely is one to watch out for here going forward in the Velocity Women's Division.
Yes, she is showing off her chops a lot on this.
The decision makers here in Wet Butter hopefully opening their eyes to what she could possibly be.
Here is your winner, Indy Hartwell.
She may have some big things in her future.
Yes.
But as for tonight, a big win, a major win that may be a stepping stone here going forward. Last week was the start of a revolution. I may have lost the match, but that was not our goal. Our mission was to announce our arrival. Jey Uso, you were not our target. You are simply a symptom of the problem we aim to eradicate. The system has predetermined who will get opportunities in this business. Talent and work ethic no longer determine your success. You have to be in with the right people, have the right connections, or in your case, Jay, be a part of the right family. You've already met my associate, Lorenzo Young, and he would love to use you as an example once again next week. No longer will we sit idly by while far less talented people get the spotlight we rightfully deserve. We have been caged and held down for far too long. The status quo does not benefit us. It is too neat, too safe, too stable. We will make our own status quo. Ours will be based on chaos and havoc. Interesting words there from Murphy, but we're going to head over to the tag team division. And Sam, don't you dare be sour, because it is time for the New Day.
I'm feeling that power of positivity right now. I want some bootios.
Oh, throw it over here, throw it over here.
I got my milk for you.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall on the way to the ring at a combined weight of 490 pounds. Big E and Xavier Woods, the New Day.
Big E, Xavier Woods, one of the greatest tag teams of all time, looking to make some positivity happen here on Velocity. Let's see how it works out for them.
Yeah, a new day, a part of your complete breakfast. No pancakes, got the bootios.
Well, you know what they say about bootios. They make sure you're not booty.
I'm not booty. Are you booty?
I sure hope not. But, you know, that's why I was wanting some of them bootios. I gotta make sure, gotta double check.
I've never personally had some bootios, so maybe I am a little booty, but...
Maybe we need to go talk to E after the match and see if he can give us a hookup.
Yeah? I bet he's got quite a few. He just brought out 2 right there.
For sure. They may be goofy, but they're also hell of the competitors inside the ring.
The most decorated tag team we've got.
That is for certain. But here comes a team who might want to get a little decorated themselves. Here comes Legado del Fantasma. Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wild.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 365 pounds, Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wild, Legado del Fantasma.
He does not look like he is ready for a match. They both look dressed to go to the club.
They mean business. That means a variety of different things for anybody, but this is what it means for Mendoza and Joaquin Wild. Of course, we have already seen their leader, Santos Escobar, a couple weeks ago, as he fell short against Swerve Scott. But let's see what these two have got in store here for the Velocity Tag Team Division. See if they can make a mark on their own, maybe pick up the slack where their leader left off a couple weeks ago.
They're definitely bringing in the fashion.
That is true. Don't know how many points that'll earn you inside the ring as far as a win goes, but, you know.
Like I said, I'm hoping they can wrestle in that.
Our ring assistants,
good.
Our ring assistants at the ringside are going to have a lot to hold on to during this one. As we get underway, Mendoza and E starting it off.
The quick change.
Big E's got him up.
Showing that strength.
My goodness. Squatting with him up in a vertical suplex. We've already seen this a couple times tonight. Showing off the strength of the Velocity roster. That stalling suplex.
Yeah, but Big E's got the flair of those squats. Body slam right immediately.
E definitely in control here. Pounding away in the middle. Do you think that there is like any level of... What do you think that Legado will have to do to level the playing field? Because, like, as we've said, New Day is one of the greatest tag teams of all time, and they've been together for a very long time. You don't see them lose very often.
You still see them lose.
Whoa.
They're not invincible.
Big flying crossbody there from Woods.
Yeah, but Legado de Fantasma can play dirty.
Ooh, speaking of that very quick Dragon Screw leg whip as Joaquin Wild makes his way into the match for the first time. Looking for some haymakers. Big defense there from Woods. Oh, but a jumping DDT caught him off guard. Quick tags here from Legado as Mendoza finds his way back in.
A lot of quick tags in and out, getting their hits in and switching out.
What's in mind here? Suplex.
But
Woods is able to get out of it. And German suplex as a reward.
Not everyone can do a stalling suplex and get away with it.
Very few men are able to do what Big E is able to do. That man is a special man.
Yes, he is.
Speaking of which, here he comes back into the ring. A lot of quick tags from both teams in this one. Oh, big belly-to-belly suplex there from Big E as he's going up to the ropes.
What?
Oh!
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
My goodness.
Full Big E on your back. New Day.
That is just what you love about New Day. Is that they're able to have fun and be super impressive in the ring.
That's gotta hurt.
With that big elbow drop. 1, 2, but Wild is there to break it up.
That's the only way he got out of that one. He was not going to get up.
Big E is hurting on Mendoza for sure. And what's he doing now? Oh my goodness. A deadlift gorilla press here from Big E. And he sends him back down to the mat. My God.
The pain.
What a strength. A show of strength there from Big E as he's got him up. Oh, thought maybe he's going for the big ending there. Quick tag.
Just a little ending. Oh, wow.
What a leap there from Mendoza. Woods. Oh, my God. Absolutely annihilates Joaquin Wild to the point that he is able to bend the confines of space and time. Oh!
He's getting it back. He's getting it back. He is not happy about all that.
He's going to head up to the top rope. What's he thinking now? Frog splash in the middle of the ring, but it looks like his tummy hurts a little too much for him to go for a pin right away. 1, 2. No.
Not over yet. Big E was just staring because he knew Woods was getting out of that one.
Woods definitely a little shaken. Oh!
Right on his head.
Right on the cranium. Here comes Raul Mendoza to maybe finish off Woods, perhaps. wants him to get the pin. 1, 2, no. E again just sitting in the corner. He knows his buddy's got it.
Yeah, they've been together long enough. He knows he ain't got to worry about it yet.
1, 2 in the, my goodness, big shots there from Mendoza. Woods definitely on the back foot now, and another drop kick to the dome.
Woods is definitely hurting, but he ain't out yet. He's getting back up. Slower, but getting back up.
Would behoove him to get back over to Big E, who was dominating so much of this contest when he was in the match. And now he finds himself in enemy territory in the opposing corner, and Mendoza is wrenching on his arm. And on his neck now, my goodness.
He is not letting him up. He got him down on the ground in the corner.
Going for a cover now. 1,
in their corner.
2. Oh, that was very close to 3.
It was very close, but Woods still knew. He's getting out. Big E was just standing there. He trusts his buddy.
Oh, finally fights off. Will this be the opening he needs to get back over to Big E to tag in? No, he's going to take it himself with a little DDT action.
He's going to try for a pin.
For a pin. 1. Not even a 2 count.
No way.
Woods might need to make his way back over to Big E if the New Day is going to have a chance here. Oh, no. Honor roll, and that busts Mendoza open.
God, the strength of Woods.
Just throws him into the corner. Oh, Mendoza gets out of the way. That could have been the end there if Mendoza hadn't gotten out. He's sending him right back to the opposing corner.
He's playing it smart. He's playing it smart.
Excellent strategy there from Legato, but Big sends him back into the corner, and Big E tags himself back in.
I said he was playing smart. He throws him right into Big E.
Got a little too big for his britches there, and a big fist to the chest.
No way.
Boom! In the middle.
Big E is just having fun with him at this point.
1, 2, 3, and that error, that lapse of judgment from Raul Mendoza has cost his team the match. Wow.
Big E just knew.
All they needed was a little bit of an opportunity. Wait for Legato to mess up, and there it was. They had the match won almost. They had Woods in their corner, isolated, nowhere for him to go. But for whatever reason, they send him back over to Big E.
Yeah.
And that was the end.
Yeah. And Big E just abated his time. He knew the moment that he had a chance. He was like, okay, it's my turn. Let's end this. That's what was going in his head. That's crazy.
An impressive showing there from Legato.
Yeah.
Just tripped at the finish line.
Here are your winners, Xavier Woods and Big E, the New Day.
But stuff like that happens when you're going up against one of the greatest of all time.
New Day rocks.
Big E's loving it. The fans are loving it. And we love having New Day here on Velocity. All right. After that tag team match, we're going to have 2 tag teams in singles action. But what's that? Look, everyone, it's Tyler!
It's Tyler!
Tyler Breeze is here, and he did not come alone.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Fandango from Seasonal Residences. Weighing in at 212 pounds, Tyler Breeze.
Tyler Breeze here in singles action, but bringing out his buddy Fandango for moral support, of course. But
absolutely,
what an excellent competitor both of these men are. But Tyler Breeze is a special competitor in his own right. Looks good outside the ring and looks good inside the ring as well.
Got to get those selfies in.
Wouldn't be these two without it. Are you expecting anything in particular from Tyler Breeze in this contest?
Just to look good. You know he can't do anything without looking good. He knows it. His phone must be all but pictures of him and Dongo. It's insane how many you see of them. But they always look good doing it, so you can't blame them.
Art is meant to be admired.
This is true, and they are art.
Whatever they do in their own time, is their own business. If you want to talk about somebody who deals in some business of hurting people, here comes Shelton Benjamin alongside MVP.
They hurt people.
That they do.
And his opponent, accompanied by MVP, representing the Hurt Business from Orangeburg, South Carolina, weighing in at 248 pounds, Shelton Benjamin.
They hurt people.
They hurt people.
We all know it. They're going to tell you about it. But not only tell you, they're going to show you. They hurt people.
That they do. Shelton Benjamin will be the one competing against Tyler Breeze here tonight, but MVP is out here to level the playing field a little bit. The Hurt Business, a force to be looked out for here in the Velocity ranks, because, you know, they can hurt people even when you don't expect them to.
They are a business. Can't go anywhere without your business partner.
Business may be booming in this match, depending on how Shelton performs against Breeze. But let's find out. Whose business will reign supreme?
Every business needs a little Febreze, though.
Never know what's going on in the bathrooms of every business. Shelton sent to the outside. Oh, Breeze.
Wow.
Beating the chest of Shelton. Who's putting the hurt on who so far? Wow. Impressive feat of strength there from Tyler Breeze.
At first, it didn't look like it was hurting him, but he fell off after a minute. He couldn't stand up for too long from Breeze.
Shelton's definitely on the back. Spinning back fist from Tyler Breeze. My goodness, pulling out all the stops against Shelton Benjamin here.
The quick punch combos. You forget how much of a fighter Breeze really is when he looks good. He does back it up.
That is true. He is at his best. He's pretty hard to beat, and Shelton Benjamin's finding that out the hard way, but we're already at a count of 6 here early. Shelton, MVP giving Shelton some words of advice perhaps, but here comes Breeze back out to break the count. Interesting strategy.
Yeah, he needed a little bit of a breather, but he also knows he can't let Shelton go for too long, because Shelton get the upper hand, it's over.
Breeze making sure everybody knows just how good he looks in this one. But
Shelton's waiting.
Shelton doesn't care how good he looks. Floats over into a DDT.
Yeah.
Does Shelton Benjamin.
You gave him too much time, Breeze. Shelton is up on top now.
And here comes the hurtin' will commit.
They hurt people.
Wailing away on him. Now what's he got in mind here? Oh, raking at the eyes. That definitely will hurt somebody.
It's not a spa.
That is true. Oh.
Wow.
Revolution.
Right on the ropes.
Revolution forearm strike there from Tyler Breeze. He came to play tonight. Oh! Michinoku driver. And a DDT. My goodness. Tyler Breeze, no joke here tonight.
No, he's getting right back on top.
Elbow drop into the heart of Shelton Benjamin. Hurt Business is not looking like it's going to be around for much longer. If this is how they're going to be performing, but a rope break there staves off a little bit longer.
He's going too quick. No,
oh, supermodel kick there from
Wow.
Tyler Breeze. A brief respite from Shelton.
He learned from the last rope break. Getting back in the middle of the ring.
Middle of the ring. 1, 2. Wow. Shelton kicks out.
That'd be a way too short one for even Shelton Benjamin.
Breeze still very firmly in control. He turns him around. Oh, this very well could be it. Unprettier in the middle of the ring.
You already got his signature on there.
1, 2, and Tyler Breeze with a major win here tonight.
Upset of the night. Upset of the night.
Shelton really, honestly, was never really in control of this one at all.
Breeze knew it. Breeze knew he had to keep on him, and he did such a good job. No one expected Breeze. I expected Breeze.
Hell of a win there for Tyler Breeze, and the future of Febreze looking good if you could get this version of Tyler Breeze out there every time. The Hurt Business going to have to regroup and see what their next business venture is, because messing with Febreze may not be a fruitful venture.
Here is your winner.
There's the man who came away with a victory here tonight. You gotta get the selfie stick with a victory selfie, of course.
Absolutely.
Oh, and what's this? Here goes Bobby Lashley. Sprinting down to the ring. Oh, and a spear.
Spear.
My goodness. And I think MVP and Shelton have taken out Fandango on the outside. But here in the middle of the ring, Bobby Lashley applying the Hurt Lock on Tyler Breeze. The Hurt Business had a plan for this one. It is now time for our main event here this evening. First semifinal contest in the Velocity World Championship Tournament. And we're starting off with the man who defeated Drew McIntyre, and he's looking to punch his ticket to the finals.
I don't see anybody stopping Keith Lee. He's the one to watch from this tournament.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Wichita Falls, Texas. Weighing in at 320 pounds, Keith Lee.
I would have to agree, but you know, his competitor had a pretty impressive victory of his own right in that first match.
I can't denounce that. But his opponent is ready for Keith Lee, sure, but can he really stop Keith Lee? I don't do it. I don't see it happening.
That is what we will have to find out here as this one takes place. But I gotta agree with you. Keith Lee is on a whole nother level right now, and I find it hard to believe that anybody's gonna be having an easy time taking him down anytime soon.
The way that he dominated Drew was impressive that not anybody can do. I mean, even a kid had issues with him today.
Let's see how he fares against this man. Many are calling maybe the upset of Wet Butter so far, as when Ilya Dragunov was able to pull out the victory in pretty quick work against Samoa Joe.
It was impressive.
And we see how Joe's reacted to that loss ever since. So, might want to watch out for Keith Lee, or he might be thinking about an early retirement too.
Yeah, maybe we'll just start a retirement division.
And his opponent from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 187 pounds, Ilya Dragunov.
We'll just go to the old folks' home and watch all them just talking about their glorious days.
That is just the power that Dragunov possesses. He's just so good that his competitors are dumbfounded by how good he is and how quickly he is able to dispatch of them.
I think the only person that would be happy about him winning this one, though, would be Joe. He would be like, okay, he's not the only one. But, nah, he would want to see even Dragunov get beat down, too.
I would like to think that, but you never know. The way Joe was talking earlier tonight and has been talking ever since their match took place, you know, I don't really know if he's thinking too kindly about Dragunov right now.
No, not at all. Not at all. And I wouldn't either.
This should be one hell of a contest. Of course, the winner of this one will move on to face either Sami Zayn or Rob Van Dam for the right, for the honor of being the first ever Velocity World Heavyweight Champion.
That's going to be a big honor.
Which one of these men are going to be able to have that honor? Let's find out. Big chop attempted there from Dragunov, but Keith Lee's right back on him.
Ducking and dodging.
Sends him into the corner and throws him off a turnbuckle. Keith Lee imposing the size advantage he has and that athleticism he has. One.
I'd give up right there. I'd give up right there.
That is a scary sight to see a man of that size flying at you from the middle of the ring. But somehow Dragunov's back up and he's back in control.
Keith Lee knows he has to do a lot to keep him down, though.
In his first contest, Dragunov had to deal with somebody who was a little bit bigger than him, a little bit stronger than him, and he came out on top. To see if he's able to apply similar principles to this game plan in this one. Big leg snap there from Dragunov, chopping the tree down, and he's going up top. What's he thinking here? Oh, senton bomb.
He is moving fast.
Repaying the favor a little bit. 1, 2. Keith Lee is able to get out of there.
Keith Lee ain't gonna give up that easily.
No.
Dragunov's gonna have to do a lot more than he did to Joe, I imagine. But maybe not. Maybe he is that vicious.
Maybe. Already in firm control of this one. Looking very similar to how that match against Joe went. Punch in the head. Oh, but Keith Lee's able to fight off. Big shoulder tackle. Oh, and he steps on him.
Ow.
Really using his size to his advantage in this one. He's telling him to stay down, and he steps on him again.
The disrespect.
My goodness. What are we thinking here? Lee up against the ropes. Sends him off. Steps and dodges, and it's a pounce!
Wow. All the way across the ring. It's over.
Throws him across the ring. 1, 2. Oh, that very well could have been it.
Yeah, that should have been over. He's going to be feeling this in the morning, but you got to give it to the kid. Jeez.
He is doing everything he can, but as we discussed, Keith Lee is just on another level right now.
His strength is being shown on this one.
Big chops there from Dragunov. He's not going down that easy. Another lariat.
There. Keith Lee's still getting back up so quick.
And he gets him back down. Is this the opening that Dragunov needed? Picks him back up. Oh, but Keith Lee counters. Oh, but Dragunov's right back on him. Big shots. Oh, discus lariat.
Very back and forth in this one.
Here's the cover. 1, 2, not even a 2 count. Dragunov thinking, what more does he have to do?
You got to do a lot more damage to Keith Lee. Keith Lee is getting some rest in while you're showboating.
Going at that arm to maybe negate some of the strength that Keith Lee has over him. He sends him back into the corner. What's he thinking now? It sends him into the opposite corner. Ooh, big lariat. Back. And another. Sends him down into the middle. Could he be thinking somewhere to the... Oh, looking for the torpedo mask out, but he gets out of the way. Keith Lee gets him up.
Right back
Could this be it? Big Bang Catastrophe in the middle of the ring. This very well could be it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no!
Oh, my gosh.
Fooled me. I could have swore that was a 3. That was a 2.9999999.
Dragunov gets up.
Keith Lee seeing that he has to do a little bit more with that spinning back fist.
Keith Lee may have been
And he's got him back up again. Another Big Bang Catastrophe. This surely should be it. 2. And Keith Lee moves on to the finals, but not without one hell of a fight from Ilya Dragunov.
Dragunov was not giving that one up.
No,
very impressive,
sir. What a fight from both of these men. Dragunov.
Great replay cameras, though.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Big shout out to the Web Butter production team as per usual. But what a
perfect one.
What an effort from both of these men. Keith Lee is your winner, and oh my God, Drew McIntyre still fuming about his loss, and he's taken out both of them. What a sore loser. He won a match earlier tonight, and he's still fighting these guys.
Is he just going to interrupt everybody's match?
Come
on, Drew.
I would hope not, but what a sour end to a great match and a great show we just had. But
great show, everybody.
We'll see you next time, and hopefully Drew McIntyre will get his shit together.